Never.
Oh, what
Never.
What
Brett Favre, yes.
You
Brett
have
Favre.
called me. Or you
I have not.
Oh, they got the tapes. Y'all have the tape. Everything else. How much you want to make?
Okay, we only have tapes that support Skip.
That's what I was getting ready to say that.
Some people get to talk on the show. Some people get interrupted constantly on the show. So this is all I have to say to you. Tim Tebow could carry his Broncos, and they're going to have a lot to do with this, but they could go all the way and beat Aaron Rodgers in this year's Super Bowl. And I would come sit here on Monday. I promise you this would happen. And those two would sit across from me and say, you know, you got to let this play out because he just can't pass. He's just not a quarterback.
Is that true, guys? I mean, if he were to beat the Packers in the Super Bowl, that would be enough, wouldn't it?
Okay, but we'll talk about your hypothetical.
Well, that's a hypothetical, and I know Skip doesn't like feeling hypothetical.
He should be the starter.
Here's my question.
If he does that, give him the keys, no problem. I have no problem with that.
Wait a minute.
Win the Super Bowl against the Packers.
Stephen? Why would you have a problem?
I do. Listen. If the dude ranks 63rd in the league in completion percentage amongst quarterbacks, which says that 2 quarterbacks on every team is better than you. If the dude is completing 47% of his passes, if he looks horrific for 50 minutes of a game, even if he did win the Super Bowl, I still have to sit there and look at him and go like this. Okay, he might be my starting quarterback. I might have to go with this because somehow, some way, when he's in the lineup, they find a way to win. But I'm not going to look at, he wouldn't make the Pro Bowl.
Okay, I just have one question. When is enough enough? 6 fourth-quarter comebacks? And by the way, it's not that he just started doing it about 6 weeks ago.
Question? Is that a rhetorical question?
No, he did it last year against Houston. He scored 24.
Is that a rhetorical question? Or do we really want an answer?
Answer it. Yeah, go ahead and answer it.
John Skelton is 4-1 in Arizona right now. Should he be the starter moving forward?
Yeah. Look, Tim Tebow took over a 1-4 team that was dead in the water and carried it to 7-1.
Arizona,
are they going to make the playoffs?
They're not eliminated.
They're not eliminated.
Are you booking it?
Well, I'm not booking it. No, I'm just saying they're not eliminated. But we don't talk about Skelton.
All I'm saying is this. If we really want to analyze it and break it down, my issue has been consistent throughout. You have to play the game, the whole game. I can't look at you. I'm being serious here. I can't look at you playing around talking about this, but let me get serious. You cannot look at a guy that plays 6 or 7 minutes and gets it done to his credit and say that defines him as a quarterback. You're ignoring the other 45 to 50 minutes. Look, if you're going to do that, then at least step up and give the Denver Broncos defense credit. They went from average, even when I brought up the fact that they were giving up 28 points per game with Kyle Orton, but they went down to 20 once Tebow got in the lineup, okay? Yeah. You sat there and you said that's because of Tebow. Everything we point to, you say is because of Tebow.
In fairness, it could be because the ground game has improved, so that the other team has the ball less.
Let's think about this. He now has 11 touchdown passes to 2 interceptions. And before you interrupted me, I was about to explain, it didn't just start 6-8 weeks ago. It started last year. It started in college. It started in the national championship game against Oklahoma in the 4th quarter. He did it to the Houston Texans last year with 24 second-half points to win 24-23 and scored the winning touchdown with like a minute to go in that game. It keeps happening. He just keeps winning football games. And he does it against all odds because he took over a bad football team that was 1-4. He doesn't have the weapons other teams have. And he keeps making it work because the Broncos keep putting him in this ultra-conservative, slow-motion, first-half offense. And everybody said, well, he can't win a shootout if they get too far behind. And he went to Minnesota and he won a second-half shootout, didn't he?
Yeah, but there's also Detroit.
They generated 13 points off a turnover, including a pick six.
Oh, no, but he was lighting it up in Minnesota. Just lighting it up all second half long.
And if it were anybody else, see, they don't know you like I do. If it were anybody else, Skip, you'd point to the fact that Minnesota's 2-10. That's what you would say.
But you said he couldn't do it, and he did do it. And then you said he can't do it against the Bears defense, and he throws for 191 in the 4th quarter and overtime. He did it with his arm. He was throwing rockets dead on people's hands. You know it, and I know it. He'll beat you with his legs. He'll beat you with his arm.
Skip, we came out here yesterday. We acknowledged that we have to give him mad credit for what he did against the Chicago Bears. I went on national TV, and not only did I concede that, I sat there and took smack from you for an hour. Okay, I didn't say a word.
Yeah, but now you've completely flipped.
No, I haven't.
You dug back
because
in and said,
I am not taking. I've repeatedly said what he did Sunday. I'm shocked. I couldn't believe it. I got to give credit where credit is due. I have said that on national television. Y'all pick up the clips for everything else. How you don't forget that one, okay? So all I'm trying to say to you is I still have a right to look at the totality of his work.
And I have a right to say that one of these Sundays, the Denver Broncos coaching staff are going to say, you know what? We're missing the boat here. Let's come out in the up-tempo shotgun from snap number 1. Let's let him throw some on first down instead of only on third down.
You know,
and watch what'll happen.
You know what's unfair about your critique? When he first came into the NFL and you swore he was going to do well, you swore he was going to do well based on what we were seeing in the NFL. You never once spoke to the need for a metamorphosis to take place and for people to completely change the way their conventional thinking and adjust to his talent, his skill sets. You never did that. What you said was, this guy is a winner, put him on an NFL level and watch what he does. Now what you're saying is, all right, let's take this, let's modify our plans a little bit. Let's adjust it to Tim Tebow. Let's throw conventional wisdom out the window. Let's do what works best
what
for him.
What keeps happening right before your very eyes?
I just finished saying what
What keeps happening when they do that? When they say, "Here, Tim, you do it. You do it." What happens?
With these players, their level of intellect, their intelligence, their speed, their athletic ability, you really think that making that change and not incorporating it in the last 10 minutes or so, doing it from start to finish, you really think that's going to work? You got a coach right here sitting next to you all the time. He's sitting right across from you all the time. He has told you it's far different. It's one thing to incorporate it late in the game. It's another thing entirely to do it from beginning to end. You just threw that out the window. Chris Carter comes here. You throw that out the window. Anybody that says anything about it, you throw it out the window.
They're not incorporating it. They're just saying, we got to do it. It's desperation. There's no way out. He's playing from behind every fourth quarter, from behind, not tied, behind. And he just keeps on, keeping on, 7-1. It's astonishing what he's doing in the fourth quarter.
We'll leave it there. I'm sure we'll come back to Tim in just a little bit. Next topic, Cowboys.